everyone. All right, well, today is day 7 of the small account TD Ameritrade Side Hustle Challenge. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but this is the challenge that I'm doing with TD Ameritrade cash only account and seeing, how quickly I can grow it and also proving that you can do this as a side hustle. So today on the 7th day, I'm now up just about $1,500 since I started the challenge, which is pretty solid, and I've been averaging about $200 a day. Not bad, right? $200 a day times 7 days would be $1,400. I'm up a little, right around $1,500. So making some progress. It is a little on the slower side, and you'll probably notice that I haven't traded in TD Ameritrade every single day. In fact, the last few days, we've been seeing some incredible momentum in the first 3 minutes of the market. And I've been hearing a lot of people say in the chat room that in the last couple of weeks, TD Ameritrade has been a little laggy at the open, a little glitchy. And I've kind of thought, with a small account, I really can't afford to get in a trade, have the platform freeze on me, and all of a sudden have the stock drop and I'm just gonna take a huge loss. I can't risk it. So for the last few days, I really haven't been trading right at the open, but today I saw a stock that fit right within my price range, right within my strategy, took the trade, locked up the profit, and now the account is right up to just under $4,000. Next stop, $5 grand, then $7,500, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000. That's the goal for this side hustle challenge. It's gonna take some time, but it's something that I'll kind of be working on over the course of the next few weeks and maybe next couple months or so. As always, questions, comments, leave them right down below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Wildcard Friday. All right, everyone, so we're gonna do a recap on my TD Ameritrade Small Account Challenge. Gosh, what day is this? Now I've gotta go check on my YouTube channel and see what the last video was. I wanna say it's day 7, but I've been off a couple times, so let me just confirm what day it is. Let's see. That was 8,000. All right, so this was the last day I traded in the account, and this was day 6. So yes, day 7, and I'm up $285.92, which is terrific. Could have been a little better, but I'll take what I can get. So I traded with the majority of my buying power. I bought 1,000 shares of a stock priced at the time at about $3.15 or $3.20. It was SGBX. Now, SGBX may have been on the gap scanner a little further down here. Yeah, it was right here, gapping up 5% with 39,000 shares of volume. SGBX had news this morning of a reverse split. Now, reverse splits are pretty common, especially in small cap stocks. And to give you a little bit of sort of their backstory, when a company does an initial public offering, they'll sell, let's say, 10 million shares onto the open market. But eventually, if the stock gets below $1, the exchange will tell them that you're not in compliance. You have to maintain a minimum price of $1 per share in order to stay listed on the big exchanges. And so what they'll often do is a reverse split. And so a traditional split is when, like Apple at $700 did a 7-to-1 stock split. So the next day, the stock was trading at $100. But if you were holding 1,000 shares at 700 the next day when you opened your account and saw the price was at 100, well, you're actually now holding 7,000 shares. And so the float goes up when they do traditional splits. When you do a reverse split, the float goes down. So if you're holding 10,000 shares at 10 cents, the next day you're holding 1,000 shares at $1. And so as the float goes down, the supply, the number of shares available to trade gets smaller, and that can create an imbalance between supply and demand, especially when it coincides with a breaking news headline like we saw on MYO, going from $7 up to $40 a share in 2 days. All right, so this ended up kind of sparking some momentum in reverse split stocks over the last couple days. This was another one that made a big move from 6 to 11, almost 100%. And so when I saw SGBX on the scanner, I thought that there was a good chance this would be the next one. So I put it on my watch list pre-market, and I said that I'd be watching it over the pre-market high, which was 333. But I'd be, of course, watching it out of the gates. I had a little pre-market pivot around 320, and the bell rang, and pretty much immediately it started to squeeze up. And so, and I can maybe dial into the 10-second chart, because boy, this was a quick one. And it wasn't as clean as I hoped it would be, not even close. So it starts popping up. So right in this candle, I punched the order to buy. All right, now in this candle, it actually squeezes up from 304 up to 334, and then in this candle up to 350, and then in this candle up to 382. I was adding as it was squeezing up. Now in TD Ameritrade, what I did was I clicked the buy market button, like right here, I clicked buy market. And then over here, I wanted to trade it as well in my main account. So I typed in SGBX and I started pressing Shift 1, Shift 1, Shift 1 to buy 1,000 shares. I then came over here, I clicked Join Ask. I wish I had tapped 500 before doing it, but I didn't. So I joined the ask and ended up selling my whole position up 28 cents. Now this hit a high of 382, which was more than 50 cents from my initial entry. But I only captured 28 cents here because I kind of hit the join ask button a little too soon. I feel it was a little too soon. On the other hand, in this next candle, it dropped down to 295, and then here it was down to 242. So this was really kind of disappointing that it didn't hold up better. I think it was led by a couple of different things happening in the market. At the same time, MYO, the stock that this was sort of sympathy to, was dropping pretty hard. JAN, J-A-N, the other stock that was at the top of our gap scanner, also dropping really hard. So we had a little bit of weakness in the market, which was not the best time to take that trade. The market ended up heating up a little bit towards 10:30 as INPX squeezed up, and I did end up doing pretty well in my main account, trading the stocks that I traded. But this was not the clean, awesome breakout day that I was hoping. And SGBX, I thought had the potential to get up to 4, and it just didn't. So kind of disappointing that I didn't get as much as I was hoping for there. But at the same time, trading in this account, it's all about base hits. I take that base hit and then I, reload, look for the next trade. So because I used $3,000 of buying power, I only have about $500 left. That means I probably can't trade in the account tomorrow, and I'll have to wait till the day after tomorrow. So, that's part of the deal with the small account challenge. One of the things that has prevented me from trading in this a little bit more frequently, a number of people have been reporting issues with TD Ameritrade in the first 5 minutes of the day. And so for the last few days, I wasn't trading in the first 5 minutes because I felt like I was just concerned that the platform would freeze up, and if I had a big loss, I just can't afford that. Of course, MYO was too expensive to trade yesterday in this small account, so I didn't even consider it. So finally today I got a stock that was within my price range to buy 1,000 shares, which is kind of the minimum share size. I mean, I'll take 500, but I really would rather be trading with 1,000 shares, because then if I get 15, 20 cents, I'm actually making a nice bit of money, $150, $200. So the cash only account, small account challenge with TD Ameritrade is, as we would expect, going slowly. But at the same time, I'm on my 7th day of trading, and in these 7 days, I've made, let's see, almost $1,500. I started with $2,500. So 1,500 divided by 7 is $214 per day. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to trade in it every single day, but I'm still making some progress, despite the fact that this is kind of a back burner side hustle challenge. And that was kind of the intention, because if you're the type of trader that wants to day trade every single day with a small account, well, you're really gonna wanna look at a broker like one of the offshore brokers that I used for my small account challenge. So, let's put it in perspective. During my small account challenge, which I started on December 1st, I started with $500. So I started with an account 80% smaller than this account. And let's see how I did in the first 7 days. So let's go 12/1/2019, 2019. I'm not sure exactly what the 7th day was. Maybe it was the 15th or something. Well, let's see, 1, 2, whatever. Let's just go like this. We'll look at the calendar. I'm gonna type in CMEG, which was, there we go. And let's look at the calendar here. So this was day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this was day 8. So by day 7, which was the 12th, how much had I made? All right, so by day 7, well, I'd actually only made $875, 7 days in. So I'm actually doing a little bit better. However, that was 7 days back to back. And this has been 7 days over the course of like 3.5 weeks or 4 weeks, because I haven't been trading every single day. And of course, by the end of the month, I had grown the account to over $50,000, $53,000. So, you know, if you're looking to day trade every single day and use margin and use leverage, well, it's not going to happen with TD Ameritrade. But if it's a side hustle challenge and you trade a couple days a week, well, that can work. So another day of progress here during this challenge. I guess the same as my first 7 days over during the last challenge. I am green. Oh, actually no. So first 7 days I had 2 red days. So far with TD Ameritrade, I am green all but 1 day. So I'm gonna try to keep it going and get this account up to 4,000 and then 4,500 and then 5,000, 7,500, 10,000, and just keep building it as a little side hustle challenge. All right, so I hope that's been helpful for you guys, and I will be back at it first thing tomorrow morning. Hey, it's me again. The most popular video on day trading on YouTube was made by me. You can check it out below if you haven't already. And as always, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. I personally respond to every question that's posted on my channel.